Day in that National Assembly, and the Budget and Appropriations Committee has made recommendations to amend the budget estimates of the National Treasury, raising the expenditure bill for the national government to 2.54 trillion shillings. Now, part of those amendments are an increment of 150 million shillings earmarked for the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, to procure and service a system with the potential to track social media users in the country. And as Sam Gituku reports, some of those changes have come at a cost, with institutions like the National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya now defunded by up to 400 million shillings.
Then it means you're basically playing politics.
After weeks consulting with various government departments, the Budget and Appropriations Committee has tabled before the National Assembly what it terms as the final budget estimates for the financial year 2025-2026. The National Police Service could gain up to 1.8 billion shillings to finance additional recurrent expenditure. Out of that, the Office of the Inspector General will receive 800 million shillings more for police operations. The Office of the Deputy IG in charge of administrative police gets 60 million shillings more for operations. And to enhance the work of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, the Budget Committee is proposing to reallocate a total of 150 million shillings to procure and run an Optimus 3.0 system. To procure Optimus 3.0 equipment, the committee has set aside 50 million shillings. The committee further increasing the recurrent expenditure by 100 million shillings for, quote, DCI Forensic Lab Optimus 3.0 social media, end of quote. Experts saying this has the potential to track social media users in the country, fetching identities of users across different platforms and establishing who is posting what, where, and using what gadgets, traceable through connection data. And while the overall increment of the budget is just 33 billion shillings for the national government, several internal shifts have been approved by the Samatandi-led committee. At the Executive Office of the President, the estimates have been increased to 5.37 billion shillings. This is after increasing the recurrent expenditure by 455 million shillings that has also caused a cut of 550 million shillings from the development plan. As such, capital transfers to the National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya, which is considered development expenditure, has been cut by 400 million shillings. Part of the cut being used to meet a 44 million shilling bill for operations and maintenance that includes replacing, quote, the old fleet of motor vehicles for Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service, end of quote. The Office of the Deputy President has also benefited from a 150 million shilling raise attributed to operating expenses, now hitting 3.07 billion shillings in total estimates. The Ministry of Defence has had its estimates increased by 13 billion shillings, hitting 213 billion shillings in total, the largest budget for the department in history. The committee indicating that the increment comprises 2 billion shillings for recruitment, 5 billion shillings for KDF operations in Somalia, and 6 billion shillings for other security operations. But there are losers too. The Teachers Service Commission is set to lose 570 million shillings in total, with Teachers Capacity Building Vote losing 620 million shillings. University Education is losing 920 million shillings, 405 million shillings reduction for primary education, which includes reduction in capitation, while secondary education is set to lose a net of 4 billion shillings in allocation. That includes a combined 5 billion shilling cut in capitation for secondary and junior school. The National Assembly is expected to debate the report and, if approved, form the basis for the budget statement by National Treasury Cabinet Secretary this week. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
All right, let's take our first short break here on the Explain.